Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Allie if you're new here, and this is the first vlog of 2023, which is just crazy to say. So this is just going to be a weekly reading vlog, just typical what I usually do. Hopefully a little bit more reading focused. I'm really getting into these books. So I'm currently reading the Tandem read. These are actually upside down. It's like this. But this is Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn, if you don't know, by Sarah J. Maas, which is, if you're counting Assassin's Blade, which I do, it was the first book, then this would be the 6th and 7th book in the Throne of Glass series. So currently reading these. I am, let's see, I'll pull it up here. I'm currently on page 159 of Tower of Dawn, and I am on page 175 of Empire of Storms. So, making my way through these. I really would like to finish these sooner rather than later so I can get to some of my other anticipated reads for January. So I'm just kind of devoting today to reading these. Today is Monday. I have the day off of work because technically the New Year's was on a Sunday, so we got the next day off. So I am just reading pretty much all day. It's 3:14. I slept in until 10, which is very unlike me. I am getting a cold or a sinus infection or something like that, so I took like a nighttime cold medicine and it knocked me out and I was asleep. I slept for like 12 hours, which is great, but now I'm struggling because I have less time in my day than I anticipated having. But yeah, I'm just gonna hang out and read for a while, and then I will update you if I have any like serious updates on these. It's really hard to talk about these books without spoiling anything because they are so far into the series, but I am really loving these. I like pretty much all of the characters. There's really not any characters that I don't like, so hopefully things don't change. I mean, obviously I don't like the characters, the bad characters, but there's not any like main characters that I don't like at this point. So really enjoying this, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit.
I completely forgot to film yesterday. Well, partially forgot to, and also I just didn't feel very good yesterday. I've been fighting off a cold, so sorry about that. But I did get some reading done. So I'm currently listening to They Wish They Were Us. I'm not entirely sure who the author is. I will look it up and I will let you know. I have like an hour left in the audiobook and I'm really not loving it. I don't entirely know what I'm gonna rate it. Honestly, I think I've predicted like who done it, and if I'm right, I'm probably gonna give it like a 2 stars, honestly, because it's just too predictable and like not in a good way. So basically this book follows a cast of characters that are in high school. They're all seniors in high school. They are a part of the Players, and the Players essentially are this group of like popular kids that have gone through like hazing. They call them pops, which are like basically little tasks that they have to do to get accepted into this group. And once you're accepted into this group, there's only 8 people per class that get accepted into the group. Then they get access to like all of the test answers. So basically they get to pass all of their classes. It's a really prestigious like private school. So it's just really important for these people. A lot of them who are in this group specifically had to fight really hard to get there because they needed like the test scores and they needed the status to be able to get into good colleges. Anyways, their freshman year, one of their best friends, Shayla, was murdered. And so it's about kind of like the aftermath. This is their senior year now, and the person who is said to have murdered her, who's in like a juvenile detention center basically, is not necessarily guilty anymore. So now they're trying to figure out who done it. And I have a huge suspicion, and I think I'm correct, and I'm honestly gonna be very upset if I'm right. But I know I'm right. Like, there's no way, unless it's either gonna take one of 2 ways. It's either gonna be he did it, or it's gonna be one of those books that's like so outlandish that you never could have guessed it. But I really don't think that that's the case. I really think that who I thought did it is gonna be the person who does it. And I'm gonna finish the audiobook and then I'll let you know. I did read some more of Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. So let me go get those really quick. Okay, so I'm currently in the middle of Empire of Storms in my section of the Tandem read. I believe I'm on section 16? I think I need to go through and like relabel these because I didn't do a very good job. But I'm on page 202 of Empire of Storms, and I am on page 215 of Tower of Dawn. So I've read collectively just over 400 pages, so I'm really happy about that. I am finally to a point where I'm really invested in both of the stories, but I'm struggling a little bit with the tandem read just because Sarah J. Maas books, specifically the Tower of Dawn books, already follow multiple POVs. So you're going from like POV to POV, and there's like cliffhangers on each POV. And then you add in another book that also has that. So now I'm reading, instead of reading from like 4 characters in Empire of Storms, now I'm reading from like 7 characters. And so each POV is really hard for me to follow because they're like so, there's so many other chapters in between them. So I keep forgetting things are happening, and then like it gets to a chapter that's like a follow-up to the previous chapter of that character. And I'm like, oh, I completely forgot that that was even happening because I was so invested in everything else that was going on. But overall, I am really, really enjoying this book, or these books, I guess. I think my goal would honestly be to finish these ASAP and then probably go buy Kingdom of Ash. So yeah, I'm in a good reading mood. I still haven't finished a book for 2023 yet, which is sad because I like to have that on my Goodreads. But I'm gonna finish They Wish They Were Us today. So once I have that finished, then I'm gonna pick out another audiobook. I have 2 on hold from Libby, so I'm trying to decide what I want to listen to. I have The Mitford Murders, which is like a murder. I don't really know what it's about. It's a murder mystery. My mom recommended it, so I put it on hold. And then I also have A Touch of Malice, which is the 3rd Hades and Persephone novel by Scarlett St. Cloud. And I've been just like making my way through those books. I mean, obviously I'm about to start the 3rd one, but I think that that's probably going to be where I head next, just to do that. I have this like thing where I'm not allowing myself to get very attached to the characters because bad things keep happening. And I know that the 4th book is all about war, so I'm just kind of like, I'm just gonna passively enjoy these books while they last and not really let myself get attached, even though I'm already attached. And I really like the narrator. She does a really good job. So yeah, I'll let you know once I finish They Wish They Were Us what book I decide to read. I'm assuming it'll be A Touch of Malice. But yeah, I'm gonna get to work now, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Hello. So I have an update on They Wish They Were Us. It's by Jessica Goodman, first of all.
and I just got to the reveal. There's still like 40 minutes left in the audiobook, so things could change, but I was correct. And this is either going to be a 2-star or like a low 3-star. I mean, it's been decently entertaining, but I don't feel like giving books that I don't like 3 stars anymore. Like, that's a new thing that I'm trying this year, I guess. In the past, it's like, if it's an average book that maybe isn't my favorite, I've given it 3 stars. But then looking at my like end of the year stats and seeing how many books I gave high ratings to that I shouldn't have, I'm realizing that I need to be a little bit more picky about my selection in rating. So yeah, I am going to probably give this a 2-star. It's not done yet, so I can't say. I'll tell you for sure when I'm done. But yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. Hello, don't mind the like blind lights. I just don't really feel like opening the window all the way to make an update. But I did finish They Wish They Were Us by Jessica Goodman, and I gave it 2 stars, unfortunately. I feel like it had such good potential to be really good. And I think that part of it is because I was comparing it to like Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which was fantastic. And so I was just a little like let down. It was pretty lackluster, and I felt like it had a lot of like room to be really good, and it just didn't live up the way I wanted it to. So yeah, I gave it 2 stars, but I am going to start A Touch of Malice today, and I'm so nervous. I don't know why I'm like afraid to pick it up, because I'm afraid that bad things are gonna happen. But then again, I just don't think that anything like too bad is gonna happen, but I also don't know the true, like, because like I said earlier, A Touch of Malice is a Hades and Persephone retelling, but I don't know the real story. Like, I don't know the real mythology behind it, so I don't know if they're supposed to end up together. I mean, I know some things from what I've learned in the books, but I'm nervous. But I think I'm gonna pick that up. And I read through those ones really fast. Probably will finish it tomorrow, likely, depending on a variety of different things, such as how much time I have to listen to the audiobooks. It's already 11:30, so I probably won't have a ton of time to listen to them today, but I do want to pick it up, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to get back to work. I have a meeting. But yeah, I just wanted to update you and let you know that I did give They Wish They Were Us 2 stars, unfortunately. Happy Friday. I wanted to just give kind of a breakdown of my goal for the weekend. Ryan is out of town. He's going to visit his parents and get work done on his truck. So I am home alone with the cats, And that means I have lots of plans to get lots of reading done. So my goal is to get as far as possible into the tandem read. And then my goal is to finish the book, A Touch of Malice, as well. I'm about I'm over 60% of the way through it. I don't exactly remember, but my goal is to finish that, which I will absolutely do today while I'm working, because I just listened to the audiobook while I work. But then with my tandem read, I did have to go through and sticky note these because I had the numbers wrong. And so I was reading it in the right order, but I was like having to remember every time I switched a chapter which section I was in. So I just went through and fixed it because it was just getting irritating. But for Tower of Dawn, I am on page 245. So I don't remember where I was when I updated you last, but made some progress. And then for Empire of Storms, I am on page 223. So I have a ways to go still. They're both over 600 pages. So I still have like 800 pages to go. There's no way I'm going to finish these both this weekend. I know that. But between today and tomorrow, he'll be home tomorrow afternoon. And Sunday we've got plans, so I'm probably not really going to be reading much on Sunday. But between today and tomorrow, I would like to read like a pretty dang good chunk of these books. So that is the goal. We'll see how far I get. But I'm probably going to update you when I finish A Touch of Malice, because I'm working right now, so I'm not really physically reading, but I am listening to my audiobook. So I will give you an update when I get there. Also, I just went and checked. I'm 69% of the way through A Touch of Malice, so I only have like 30% left. So it's going to be super easy to finish this today. Hello. So I finished A Touch of Malice this afternoon while I was working. And I literally don't even have words to talk about this book, especially because it's the third book in a series, of course, so I like kind of have to be spoiler free. But I literally don't have the words to describe how I feel. And the fact that the next book is not coming out until like, I don't know if it's even been officially announced, but I think it's rumored for October. I don't think I can wait 10 months. Oh my gosh. It was so good though. I haven't rated it yet. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4 stars though. But I really, really liked it. But that being said, I'm off work now, which means that I get to get lots of reading done. I do need to work out, and I do need to eat dinner. And then I'm going to read all night until I go to bed. I'm not the biggest fan of being home by myself at night. And like I said earlier, Ryan is out of town today. So I have to like, I don't know, I feel weird being home. I'm not the type of person who's really ever been home alone at night by myself very much, because I'm an only child. So like growing up, if my parents ever went somewhere, I would usually like go to a friend's house or something. I didn't have siblings that would like stay home with me. And then like as I got older, like after I graduated high school, then like if my parents went out of town when I still lived with them, I would either go stay at Ryan's house or he'd come stay at my house. So I've really only spent a few nights by myself, like ever. Since Ryan and I have lived together, I think I've maybe spent 3 nights alone. And sometimes I go to my parents' house. I don't do that anymore now that we have pets. I feel like I need to stay home with them. But yeah, that was a rambly clip of me saying I don't like to be alone. I mean, I know I work from home and I have anxiety and don't like to be around people, but I like Ryan to be here. So yeah, long story short, I basically have to keep myself occupied all night or else I start to get really anxious and I don't know, I panic. I'm just not the type of person who likes to be by myself at night. So yeah, I think I'm going to make some Kraft mac and cheese for dinner. I just feel like that's like a tradition whenever I am home alone for like dinner time. That's my go-to. And then I'm going to do a quick 30-minute workout. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to read my little heart out. So I also might like later tonight watch Gilmore Girls and crochet. I'm getting really into crocheting lately. And I also just started Gilmore Girls it's been a while now actually, but I'm still on season 1 because I just don't watch TV very much. But it's gonna call in my name tonight, so I might watch that. But I don't know yet. I'm gonna go work out and cook dinner, and then I will talk to you guys soon. It's Monday. I am the worst when it comes to filming over the weekends. I don't know why. I just really suck at it. So I'm just gonna end the vlog here. I'm just gonna give you some quick updates. I did go to Barnes & Noble on Saturday and I got 2 new books. So I got I got The Stolen Heir, which I'm very excited about. And then I also got Song of Silver Flame Like Night. So I'm super excited to get to both of those. They're on the shelves now. But that's kind of besides the point. That's just like a quick haul. In terms of reading for this weekend, I am on page 392 of Tower of Dawn. And I am on page 295 of Empire of Storms. So I've made some decent progress, specifically in Tower of Dawn. However, I'm about to get to this chapter. If you see right there where there's like a whole like chunk right here, that's like 150 pages with like no interruptions of Empire of Storms. And I'm very excited. I'm like 1 chapter away from that. So I'm really excited to get there. So hopefully I will get a pretty good chunk of these books read in the next couple of days, potentially finish them. And then something that I haven't updated you on at all, but I will update you on now, is I did start reading The Cruel Prince again. This would be my 3rd time rereading this book. I have read the whole series now, but I have read this book twice, so this will be my 3rd time reading this book. I am like 60% of the way through. Not entirely sure. I'm actually listening to the audiobook, but I just have my book here to kind of track how far I am. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that. My goal pretty much is, at this point, I'm going to reread the whole series because it's been a while, and I want to go into Stolen Heir with like a refresh memory of the first part of the series, like the actual original trilogy. So yeah, started that, and I'm probably gonna finish that today. And then I'm hoping to get as far into Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn as I possibly can. So with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. I don't even know how long this video is, but it's probably really long. So I will talk to you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you later.